Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when he hits you for talking back to him. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The apartment door slammed behind you, rattling the frame. You'd barely kicked off your shoes before Bakugou's voice cut through the silence. Where the hell were you? You looked up to find him standing in the hallway, arms crossed, jaw tight, still in his year costume minus the gauntlets. He must have just came back from patrol himself. Training ran late, you said, moving past him toward the kitchen. Didn't realize I needed to check in. 3 hours late, and he didn't think to send a damn message. His footsteps followed you, heavy and deliberate. I thought something happened. You grabbed the glass from the cabinet, filling it with water. The truth was, your phone had died halfway through the session, but his tone was grinding on your nerves. It had been a long day, and you really were not in the mood for this. I'm a pro hero too, Katsuki. I can handle myself. That's not the freaking point. Then what is it? What is the point? He spun to face him, water sloshing over the rim of your glass. That you need to know where I am every second? I'm not some rookie you need to babysit. His red eyes flashed dangerously. Watch your damn mouth. Or what? The words came out sharper than you intended, but you were too frustrated to care. You're not my boss, Bakugou. The use of his family name, something you only did when you were angry, made something snap in his expression. He closed the distance between you in two strides, and you saw his hand move before you could even process it. The slap wasn't hard, more shocking than painful, but it sent the glass tumbling from your grip. It shattered against the tile floor, water, and glass shards spreading everywhere. The sound seemed to echo in the sudden, terrible silence. You both froze. Bakugo's hand was still raised slightly, his eyes wide, like he couldn't believe what he had just done. You stared at him, your cheek tingling, heart pounding so loud you could hear it in your ears. Don't. You started, voice shaking, then stopped. You didn't even know what you were going to say. I didn't. His voice came out strangled. He looked at his hand, like it belonged to somewhere else. Then he looked back at your face. Shit. I didn't mean to. Don't touch me. He stepped back, glass crunching, under your sock. You felt it, but distantly, like it was happening to someone else. Baby, wait. He reached for you, and you flinched. Actually flinched from him. The look on his face crumbled into something that you'd never seen before. Pure devastation. His hand dropped like it had been burned. Get away from me. You whispered. Please, I don't know why I did that. He ran both hands through his ash blonde hair, gripping it hard enough to hurt. I just got so freaking scared when you weren't answering. And then you were talking back and you what? Decided to hit me. Your voice was getting stronger now, anger burning through the shock. That's your excuse. No, there's no excuse. He looked wrecked, eyes starting to shine with moisture that he'd never let fall. I messed up. I messed up so bad. You wanted to scream at him, wanted to cry, wanted to rewind the last 5 minutes and do everything differently. Instead, you just stood there, trembling, your cheek still warm where his palm had connected. My old man used to. Bakugou's voice dropped to barely above a whisper. I swore I'd never be like him. Never freaking ever. And He cut himself off, jaw clenching so hard that you could see the muscle jump. When he looked at you once again. There was genuine fear in his eyes.
I'm so sorry. I'm so freaking sorry. I never. I'll never do that again. I swear on everything. This will never happen again. You're right. It won't.
You said quietly.
Because I'm leaving.
Panic flashed across his face.
Wait. I need space. Katsuki. I need to think.
He moved carefully around the broken glass, heading for the bedroom.
Don't follow me.
He didn't. He just stood there in the kitchen, surrounded by shattered glass and the ruins of what had been a safe, loving relationship just minutes ago, looking more lost than he'd ever seen him. You closed the bedroom door and finally let yourself shake, knowing that no matter what he told you, no matter what he said after this, and no matter what choice you make, there is no way that you can ever be like you used to again. Not after what he did, not after he raised his hand on you, hit you, just for talking back to him. Never after that. 2 weeks later, the keys sat heavy in your palm as you stood outside the apartment door. Your apartment, his apartment. You still weren't sure which it was anymore, or if it could ever be ours again. You'd stayed with a friend, ignored most of his calls, finally agreed to meet only after he'd sent one text that simply said,
I'll do whatever it takes. Therapy. Anger management. Whatever you need. I can't lose you, Ion.
When you opened the door, you found the apartment spotless. Bakugou sat on the couch, and he looked different. Smaller somehow, despite his size. Dark circles under his eyes suggested that he slept as poorly as you had. He stood up immediately, but didn't approach.
Thanks for coming.
He stayed by the door, keys still in hand.
You said you had something to show me.
He nodded, pulling out his phone and turning it toward you. On the screen was a confirmation for his first therapy appointment, scheduled for tomorrow. Below it, an enrollment confirmation for an anger management program.
Already 1-to-1 session. Gonna keep going every week, however long it takes. And I talked to Kirishima. He's going to check in on me. Make sure I'm actually dealing with this shit.
You said nothing, just watched him.
I know this doesn't fix what I did. Nothing can. And I know you might not be able to forgive me. But I need you to know that I meant what I said. That will never happen again. I'm not moving back in.
He said finally, after a while of looking at him.
Not for a while. Maybe not ever. I don't know that yet.
His face fell, but he nodded.
But I'll think about it. Keep going to therapy. Actually working on yourself. Show me instead of telling me. And maybe we can talk about this again. Really talk. Okay.
His voice was barely a whisper.
Whatever you need. However long it takes.
As you turned to leave, his voice stopped you.
I love you. More than anything.
He paused in the doorway, not looking back.
I love you too. That's why this hurts so much.
The door closed softly behind you, and you walked away, not toward an ending, but toward something uncertain, something that would take time, work, and proof that people could change if they really wanted to. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.